All right, folks, we've got a shooting question here about hand pressure. That's a good idea. All right, more training or training question on hand pressures, especially firing hand grip. I've been learning to release more grip pressure on the firing hand for faster, more accurate doubles. Joel, I assume he means Joel Park. Joel said he imagines opening his firing hand while support hand crushes. My opinion is, do you keep this? My question is, do you keep the same grip pressures on the further targets as you do on the close, fast doubles targets? More so asking on your support hand, if the grip pressure stays the same on all target schemes, do you add more pressure on further targets as you will be more reactive shooting? This is a really good question. All right, so what he's talking about is, um, the thing that we know, if you follow the channel, you know this, but kind of the general pistol shooting world, I'm not sure has figured this out, is that you don't want to grip 100% your firing hand when you're doing shooting with a handgun. Is like, especially like a comped 9mm big gun like this, like I don't need to grip it anywhere near 100 with 100% of my strength. As a matter of fact, it pays dividends not to. Why? Well, if I these fingers are all connected, right? So if I relax my hand, I can pull the trigger, um, you know, pull the trigger faster, more smoothly. I can move my trigger finger quickly and independently if I'm not like clamping down on the gun with all my strength. Okay, like this is true. And this is what I would tell people, hey, try to train that, try to do that, all of that sort of stuff. Now, the question's an interesting one where the guy's asking about varying up the grip pressure, which I suppose intuitively makes sense on some level to some people. They're like, oh, well, if I'm shooting further, I'm not going as fast, so I can just clamp down on it more. And what I would say is I make an effort to try to keep my grip pressure consistent no matter the distance or difficulty of the targets. All right. Um, so if you think about it, like, well, I should say what I see happening primarily is people are up close, shooting fast, and they tense up, and then they can't run the trigger. They get trigger freeze. They're pushing on the gun, putting in input. That's usually someone's problem, and that's I think pretty well understood by the people, the type of people that follow a nerd channel like this. I think they understand that. Okay. Uh, but the other tendency people have is the targets are at distance, they perceive them as difficult. They start to loosen up everything. They just loosen up. Um, and then the gun doesn't track the same. It'll be like slow to return, maybe a little bit inconsistent with the grip pressure. But again, people are shooting slower anyway, so to them that may feel okay. What I would say is I try to maintain the same grip pressure. So at distance, maintain the same pressure and try to shoot aggressively. And I don't want the gun to track differently at distance. Like again, the human tendency is like relax and the gun will be a little bouncier and it'll slow the shooting down a little bit, a little bit more than it otherwise would have been. And I try to mitigate that with training. And then up close, fast, nasty shooting. Again, the tendencies tense everything up, try to go faster, work harder, make things happen like that. And like that again, that's counterproductive. What I want is that my technique is just like this, just even keel, no matter what the circumstances. I think you're going to get the best results with that, even though it's really hard. It takes a lot of training, to do that. I'm still working on it. I'm training all the time. But anyway, there you go, guys. If you have questions, comments, put it down below.